All right, welcome to Jeskai Savor, folks. Won the die roll. That's a good start for our aggro deck. Yep, this looks great. So I'm gonna fetch shock Hallowed Fountain on turn 1 here, because if we bottom non-land cards, I don't want to shuffle them back into my deck on the following turn. The Boomerang deck performed far above expectations. We had a lot of fun games of Magic with it. It's not good, but we had a lot of fun games of Magic. It depends on what you're looking to get out of your watching content, I suppose. This is just literally the perfects, right? I'm gonna go top, and next turn we'll draw Serum Visions. We'll Serum Visions into the Steam Vents, play Steam Vents tapped, and then I get to scry, and then we'll have Mantis Rider into Lightning Angel. Bolt Path, and I probably just want both of these, right? Against the turn 1 Noble Hierarch. So Canal, Rider, and then honestly, it depends on like what their board looks like. We can go Bolt Snap, Bolt on 4, or we can Lightning Angel. Company deck should be a pretty good matchup for us. We have like reasonable pressure in the air backed up by Disruption. Which is a bigger meme, starting raiding the board? That's a good question. That's a good question. I also don't like the card collecting company. You're in good company here. Hey, oh, let's go. Hey, oh, let's go. Be-do-do-do-do-do. 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 Beep, 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 beep. So they didn't have a 3 mana play, so they must have a company, right? Okay. Sure. They don't have a land. God, that's good for us. Ready for Pound Town, opponent? Giddy up! And they're dead next turn. They're dead next turn. We get to go Savor the Moment and attack for 6 for a second time. Giddy up! Giddy up, little pony. Gonna give it to you. Gonna give it to you. This is a Thragtusk? It could be an angel of some sort. What are we getting here? 5's a lot of mana. Swag dead. Okay, are they still dead? Yeah, they're still dead, right? Because we go Savor for +3 and then Bolt. So yeah, dead you. Yeah, gonna give it to you. Gonna give it to you. So that's the idea behind the deck. That's the idea behind what's going on here. Savor the Moment is draw a card, deal 6 damage. Pyroclasm looks good. Izzet Staticaster looks good. I have a blue Lightning Helix for some reason, because Magic Online. I think I'm just gonna trim some Raptors here. I think they're pretty likely to get outclassed on the ground. I think boarding and Damping Sphere here is bad. I think slowing down their potential nut Lotus Cobra turns isn't worthwhile when we're all often looking to double spell as well. They're different artwork. The one of them's a full art and the others are not. This hand's pretty good. Curve removal into Staticaster into quick boys and girls. Moto misprint. Yep, that's a Sahali. Sahili. Thunder. Whoa, whoa. Thunder. Whoa, whoa. Thunder. Whoa, whoa. So if they go for it here, we get to Helix them off of it. I'm gonna Helix Saheeli here in response. Oh my god, that's not how that works. Fuck. Fuck. Well, mistakes were made, chat. All right, we were dead regardless. No, they wouldn't have been able to copy the bird if I had Helix the Saheeli, right? Mistakes were made, chat. Mistakes were made. No, you can't file for comp for that. That's just me not adjusting accordingly. I mean, you could try and file for comp, but they'll deny you, and rightfully so. Like, it's not Magic Online's fault that I'm not used to how the rules are different now. It's our Indeed's fault for making the rules stupid to begin with. God, I've got years, literally years and hundreds of hours of muscle memory to untrain when it comes to bolting planeswalkers. Nah, the Balefire Liege is great. You shut your mouth. You shut your mouth. I disagree. The Relentless Raptor is obligated to both attack and block, which I think makes it significantly worse. Here's the reason they finally changed the rules, chat. They didn't want to code the old way things were done into Magic Arena. That's why the Planeswalker rule finally changed. It changed because they didn't want the existing Planeswalker rule in Magic Arena. Wow, that's unfortunate for us. All right, well, I guess we'll take this other Serum Visions. I was hoping to find a red source with that first one, but no, 1-drop Mana Dork makes me expect a Lotus Cobra next turn. God, our mana is a hot mess. I think I'm just going bottom here. Yeah, I'm just gonna go bottom here. Classic MTGO. Bottom card, immediately draw a card. What's going on, Chaz Doom? Yep. Our Jeskai Lightning Helix. Oh, I'm obligated to block. Tilt. Well, this works out pretty well for us though, right? Hitting the white source there is very good for us as well. Yep. Maybe I'm not supposed to jam here. I don't know. I'm a big fan of making him have it. Just like need to get a clock into play. Yes, that's a Sun Titan. You're getting a land back? Sure. That seems good for us. Oh, they're going to Sahali the Sun Titan. And they're enabling Revolt for when their Sahali'd Sun Titan gets back Renegade Rallier. It's going to get back Voice. Yep. Yep. I understand. I understand what's happened. So then they're going to get back Rallier, which is going to get back Voice. I don't think we're dead by any stretch of the imagination. Why are we dead? I have a path to clean this up. I have a Helix to kill this. They only have 2 cards left in their hand. We have a Snapcaster Mage too. Like, that was only their second best turn, right? If they'd have just had... If they'd have had a what's it called, we'd have been fine. I could Snapclasm here. I think Snapclasm is bad though, because if I Snapclasm, they... I don't want to expose myself to the combo next turn. I don't think. I think I just want to kill their Planeswalker here. Thinking about double blocking, maybe? That's really bad against removal. And jumping with the Noble. Whoa, they just let her die? Well, that's insane for us. Well, now I certainly just Snapclasm, right? Snapcaster gave his life for this. Go. No, that wouldn't have guaranteed killed the Sahali because of the elemental in play. Avalanche Riders, sure. They could take me off my second red source here. Ugh. Well then. Well then. So opponent made a small mistake here. They should have made the Avalanche Rider during their end step. We're pretty dead here at this point. We're just not going to beat Stone Rain every turn. Needed rip another red source. I guess I could have fetched around that, but like I don't think I should fetch around double Stone Rain there. There's really not a whole lot of reason to do that. No, I don't think there's a reason. Like, is there any reason outside of double Stone Rain to fetch a mountain there? Because anyone that tells me that they're going to play around double Stone Rain in that situation is silly. Just like there's no reason to do that. Especially when I'm at as low of a health total as I am. Like, there's double white cards in my deck, so fetching around a single Stone Rain means that I want to fetch around... I want to fetch, what's it called? I want to fetch a white source so I can still play my double white cards. Raptor's actually really good here, right? Gonna allow me to put pressure on the table nice and early here. That was game 3, chat. All right, well now I'm gonna fetch basic planes and just helix this. Definitely storm. Hopefully they don't kill us next turn. Sweet. Ooh, excuse me. Got the mute in for that second one. Sorry about the first. Get my Watch Wolf into play here. Tilt. Swing low, sweet chariot, come along to carry me home. So this is a really small thing here, but I actually played the wrong land this turn. And the reason why I played the wrong land this turn is because of the information I'm going to give up next turn. So by shocking in this Steam Vents to play this Lightning Angel, I've communicated to my opponent that I have a 1-mana spell that I want to leave up. Although I guess if I shock this turn, I send that same message. So maybe it just doesn't matter. Yeah, I guess if I shock this turn, it sends that same message, right? So maybe I'm just being dumb. I'm probably just being dumb. Quick clock plus disruption. Let's go. So they're dead. They're dead next turn, right? Look at them go. Look at my flying beauties. Look at my buttes. Disruption into a fast clock. Let's do it. This is just like the most fair fast clock that Modern has ever seen. I assume this is like Manamorphose to Cantrip because they know they're probably dead next turn. Please pass the turn, 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 please pass the turn. They should be gone now, right? We get to go savor the moment plus play this Relentless Raptor. Look at these dinosaurs breaking their way into Modern. Look at him. Look at him. He's so excited to be in a Modern deck. He's like, I'm here. I'm adorable. Snap, snap. Snap, 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 snap. I've been the mana here. Savor it, opponent. Savor the moment. Savor everything that comes with this moment right here, right now. Thunder. Whoa, whoa, thunder. Whoa, whoa, thunder. Remember those cards that we put in our sideboard for beating Tron? They also get to come in here, which is great. All right, let's board these out. Brimaz is a little slow, maybe. I definitely want this Dispel. I think I want the Staticaster in the EE for cleaning up. I guess I'd probably rather have Clasm, right? I don't think I want the negates here. Maybe this is better than this just because it's cheaper. You think second Clasm? Oh, because Clasm kills their Electromancer? That's fair. That's fair. I think Negate is too much mana. We have to kill them, chat. We have to kill them. Maybe we could trim one more Lightning Angel. Trimming another Lightning Angel here leaves us with 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 threats. That's probably fine. Let's do this. Yeah, I don't want to dilute our primary game plan too much. This hand is excellent. It's very, very good. We need ways to kill them, Jay Gross. I need Raptor on 2 is one of our better ways to win the game. Plus, like, he's fucking adorable, right? You're gonna break his heart by sideboarding him out. Look at that face. Look at that face. Does that look like a face that's gonna do you dirty? That looks like the face of an adorable raptor. I just want 2 ways to kill Empty the Warrens tokens in my 60. That's all I want. I want at least 2 ways to kill the tokens. I'm gonna play Damping Sphere here because my opponent shocked on 1 and then didn't play an opt, which feels to me like they probably have a lightning bolt in their hand. Yep, it's an Ascension. That's a Brimaz. Kitty, 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 kitty. Kitty, 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 kitty. Do 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 do. If they didn't hit a land here, we should be ahead in a pretty big way. If they did hit a land and have another cantrip, they could maybe get back into this with Pyromancer's Ascension next turn, but if they missed on a land here, we're going to slam this Lightning Angel and close the door very quickly. Very, very quickly. This is a great example of a deck that can really leverage Damping Sphere against these combo decks and Tron decks. Like, we clock them. They have a land, but they don't have a cantrip. Well, that's just excellent for us. I'd like to fetch a basic island. Actually, I'm going to fetch a basic plains, because if they Blood Moon us, I'd rather have basic plains, right? With my hand. Got some lightning to go with the thunder that Brimaz is gonna bring. This curve was great. Just Damping Sphere, Brimaz, Lightning Angel. Hey, Lintons 46. Thank you very much for the new tier 1 sub. I really appreciate that. I do this full time now, and subscribing to the channel is the absolute best way you can help me keep doing this full time. So thank you very much and welcome. And they're dead to our reach next turn, right? But the thing about Brimaz is that when I'm in a position where I need to hold up interaction like Dispel or Lightning Bolt or Negate, I can more quickly hold up interaction while also playing out Brimaz. This game played out in a way that I didn't have to hold up interaction. I mean, this deck has a bunch of reasonable magic cards in it. It's playing a bunch of quality interaction, and I genuinely think flying haste threats are good in the format. Like, a big part of why Humans is a good aggro deck is because Mantis Rider is well positioned. Enter combat. If these all hit, my opponent's going to 3, which makes Bolt and Helix both lethal. We're going to be streaming Hearthstone this evening, probably about 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. So about 7 hours from now, 6 hours from now, 6 hours from now. Are we double bolting my Angel? I guess that turns on Pyromancer's Ascension, right? But then they're going to die to Bolt Helix. So they should have double bolted Brimaz here before it made a token is what should have happened. I love this deck. It looks like fun. I think it's fun too, Seth. Seth, thank you very much for the bits. Sorry, Raptor. It's just not your time to shine. Dad. Yes, Declan. Dad, I want to eat. You gotta eat? What do you want to eat? You want pretzels? I've got a brand new bag of pretzels here, with which I can put in a bowl for you. Do we have bowls down here? We don't have bowls. Dad's gonna give you a very special bowl that's totally not the lid to a burrito bowl from Chipotle. This is a special bowl just for Declan. Special pretzel bowl. There you go. Sorry for the short delay there. We have a few more weeks of me playing Dad while I stream in the mornings, then we'll have full-time daycare. Sweet. Okay, we're 1-1. We lost a close set after a small mistake against Saheeli combo. Thank you very much for everybody's hanging out here today. Happy Friday. Hope everyone's having a great start to your weekend. My name is Jeff Hogan. I'm a full-time TCG player and content producer here on Twitch. I stream lots of Magic. We play Modern, Legacy, 30, sometimes 40 hours a week. I'm going to be dipping my toe into some Hearthstone later tonight as well. So I'll be starting about 5 o'clock with that. If you're enjoying my content, please consider subscribing to my channel. My subscribers are the reason I'm able to do this full time, so I really appreciate all of them. If you're one of the many people in the world who has Amazon Prime, if you link that to your Twitch account, you get Twitch Prime included for free with that, and that gives you a free channel subscription to a content producer of your choice every month here on Twitch. Doesn't cost you anything extra. You can also support my stuff by supporting my sponsors. MTGOtraders.com. We'd love to buy and sell some Magic Online cards with you, and if you use code Hoagland PayPal at checkout with them, you'll save 8% on your singles orders there. CoolStuffInc.com buy and sells a lot of cool stuff, including TCG singles. Using promo code Jeff5, you can save 5% on Magic, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards with them. InkedGaming.com would love to help you customize your gaming experience. Using code Jeff12, you can save 12% on custom playmats, mouse pads, binders, and bags with them. Cardsphere.com would love to help you turn your Magic cards into other Magic cards or cash directly with other players. There's no haggling. They just take a 1% fee off the top. And finally, this stream is made possible by viewers like Anironix, Justin, Nivik, and you. At the very least, if you are new and enjoying my content, make sure you hit that follow button. Following the stream doesn't cost you anything, and it lets you know when I go live and with what. Always try and put the format that we're going to be playing on a given day as well as the deck names in the stream title so you kind of get a heads up of what I'm going to be playing when I go live. And you can also be sure to check out my YouTube channel if you can't catch us live, youtube.com/Jeff Hoagland. 100% of my streams get archived there so you can watch just the stuff that you care about. Any rate, we're heading on down into our third match with the sweet Jeskai aggro deck, and let's see how it goes, shall we? This water's been sitting down here a little bit too long. This hand. This is probably a mulligan. Yeah, let's run hot. If we get a fourth premier level sub, are we gonna get a Mount Rushmore painting of them from the banner? I actually have a 6th sponsor starting next month, so I think that that individual banner page is going to get a little bit too crowded for that. So I think I'm going to probably split the adverts into 2 separate banners and do 2 shorter commercials, because it's already pushing over a minute for that banner speech, and I'd really prefer it to be a little bit shorter than that. I'm going to go ahead and path this Hellspark Elemental. Relentless Raptor was a good draw here. We should have a second page for just the premier subs. Maybe. Maybe. All right, so I'm definitely attacking with this. Oh, I don't even have to click on it because it has to attack. God bless. Do I want to just savor the moment as an explorer? Nah, probably not. If we savor a little bit from now, we'll be able to use. Oh, well, that's sad. That's really sad. Our hand was really good. I guess it's still okay. For fuck's sake. This card is so frustrating to play against. It just generates such a bad gameplay experience from a feelings perspective, which is, you know, there's a lot of things that feel bad when you're playing Modern. I guess, is it really that much more offensive than anything else is debatable. I get to snap a Path to Exile here. I don't have another white for that just yet. I guess I could shock it in next turn. I'm taking a lot of damage when I do that. Probably still worthwhile. Yeah, we're dead here. I have another Bloodghast, another Prized Amalgam. Yep. Plasm's probably okay. I'm not sure my Serum Visions. We don't have a ton of time to get set up against them. I don't know that Blessed Alliance is good enough. Damping Sphere is too slow, I think. I think it's kind of clunky in general. Seems okay, I guess. No, I don't really like boarding in Damping Sphere in this matchup. I think it's too narrow. I think there's too many of their draws that's just not going to do anything against. Also, like, we're a Snapcaster Mage deck with Serum Visions and stuff. We're trying to play multiple spells in a turn. So I think there's enough. There's enough. It annoys us enough that I'm not interested in doing it. God, that's a good start. Have this path to exile at least, I guess. Yep. Turn 2, nothing like turn 2, 8 power. Well, I mean, and Mardu gets to play Blood Moon, right? Like, Blood Moon already does what you want, and like Mardu doesn't have a terrible what's it called? No, this would be in play before their next turn, so it's effectively 8 power. It's still on their second turn cycle when they're untapping for their third. It's effectively 8 power on the second turn. Todd Stevens does Modern on occasion, and so does Durward, but I don't think there's anybody else that streams the volume of Modern that I do. Shamgar does some Modern too. I'm not sure if he started doing Standard since Dominaria released. My opponent commenting that they're confused that their other prized amalgam came back. Lightning Helix is blue because we're playing a Jeskai deck, so they wanted us to feel at home. That's Magic sometimes. That's Magic the Gathering sometimes. How many words per minute do I type? I don't actually know. It's probably the last time I checked was many years ago when I was a small child, but I was over 100 words a minute at one point. I typed very quickly. That's why it's funny. People always like, I hear angry typing. It's like, no, my keyboard's just a little bit loud and I type quickly. Pretty easy mulligan here. Got a great curb, don't have any lands to go with it. Type Racer, is that still a thing? Is Type Racer still a thing? That's what I played during my childhood, Type Racer. Remember that? That was great. I'm gonna bottom that. Just want to give myself the best chance to hit lands and threats on curve here. Perfect, right? I'm gonna go top here, right? And I want to draw the Bolt next turn so I can play Bolt next turn if we need to. I'll play the fetch land. Academy Runes. Oh no. Oh no. What sweet hell is this? What sweet hell is this? All right, I'm gonna fetch shock here. I think I want to just put the snake into play. Just like beep beep speedy threats. All right, wear tears, and those are probably fine. This is probably a matchup for the counter magic, right? These Path Exiles probably aren't good. I don't know if this is a Damping Sphere matchup or not. Beep, beep, hop in my snake-shaped Jeep. Mathematic, thank you very much for the 2-month resubscription. I do appreciate that. Welcome back, and thank you for the continued support. Helix is probably kind of mediocre. I probably like want a little bit of reach is probably fine. Think I should hedge on Sphere? I don't know. If they're playing like Lantern or something like that, Sphere's probably not very good. I think I'm just going to board in these 6, and I think that's enough of a hedge. Or these 7, sorry. I'm going to wait on Sphere. Sphere like I've mentioned earlier, Sphere is a card that has text against us too. It is symmetrical. So I really only want to be boarding in Sphere when I know it's going to be a slam dunk. This hand is great. We have Wear Tear and we've got a Raptor. Raptor. That's the fetch land we have 4 of. Tilt. Okay. Rider's really good. If we get to curve Raptor into Rider, we're going to put him under a lot of pressure here. Welding Jar into Bridge is going to be unbeatable, though. I don't think they intended to cast that for 0. I think they intended to put that on 1. I would bet dollars to donuts that that was supposed to be on 1. Yep, the Raptor's just there to give him the beatdown. It is a 2-mana Vigilant threat that works with Savor the Moment. No Bridge, that's good for us. And they can't work for Bridge yet. Oh, they're dead, right? Because I savor the moment for another combat step and another land drop. So because we drew a land there, I get to Helix them next turn. Yep, we just go shock, Helix you. They're dead. All right, 2-2. 2-2. This is going to be my last match of the morning, folks. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out. I'll be back later tonight. We're going to try streaming some Hearthstone for the first time. We're going to build some constructed decks, open some packs, play some of that. I do appreciate everybody watching through this morning, though. I will be back with more Magic the Gathering on Sunday night. I'm planning to stream Sunday night after the open is done. You're out of green water rations. Yeah. You can have some more green water in a little bit. Yeah, when Jake gets home, you can have some more. I just started Hearthstone and I've really been enjoying it more than that. I agree, same. This is the first time I've really played Hearthstone Constructed, and I've really been enjoying it as a game. Raptor! Arr, arr. I really hope we get to Balefire Liege them. I really hope we get to Balefire Liege them. For those that are new to the stream, green water is 6 parts actual water and 1 part splash of Gatorade. I'm gonna max on non-blue sources since they're a Spreading Seas deck. Now, our curve is super good here on the play. We get to go Raptor into Brimaz, into Bolt Snap Bolt, hopefully into Liege. I have no idea. Do I look like Magic Finance Google? Gross. That's really good. Huh. Well, now we just raced, right? I guess if they have a Lord, we're dead. Maybe that was loose. Yeah, that was probably loose. I probably should have held a bolt up. Should have held 3 up for a bolt. I don't intend to play Arena until it has formats that I'm interested in playing. So at some point, maybe Arena will let me play Modern or Brawl or something like that, and then I'd be interested in playing it. But while Arena doesn't even have Standard, I have actual zero desire to ever touch it. Whoa, them trading here is super good for us. This is really good for us. Wow, sweet. So they're taking 6 here. I also don't really have a desire to give Wizards of the Coast $400 per Magic set. Like, my Magic content's making some money, but like not enough to spend all of it on Magic Arena so I could have cards to play. The fact that there's no dusting in the system in the thing makes it so you have to basically own every deck to own any deck, which sounds really terrible. That's not quite lethal, is it? But even if you're not switching decks, like here, let's say you're the type of person where in paper, every season you want to buy exactly one standard deck and you want to play that deck for the entire season. You can't do that easily in Arena. How is this lethal? You know they can block, right, chat? They can block Brimaz. You know they can block Brimaz, right? Yeah, if we drew a bolt that turn, we could bolt snap bolt and kill them. And then, yeah, unfortunately, I guess this is what we're doing, right? I think we're still dead, though. I did not have a line for lethal at all here. You're in, like, what are you saying? I needed to bolt the previous turn? I never had a window to bolt snap bolt. I never had a window for that to be a thing that I could do. I played the Mantis Rider, and if I hadn't played the Mantis Rider, I wouldn't have as much damage right now. Yeah, the Liege costs a bunch of mana, and then we're just dead to these two, right? Off of the Lord of Atlantis here because of Island Walk. This has always been a hard-ish matchup for Jeskai, and this build of Jeskai doesn't have sweepers, so not surprised that we're dying here. This Warden of the Waves was very, very good for them. it shut off us being able to Bolt Snap Bolt and kill 2 of their creatures on turn 3 or on turn 4, which ultimately ended up winning them the game. Because our hand was very good on the play, but just like this disruption was just too strong. All right, I have a Pyroclasm, I have Engineered Explosives. I'm gonna cut this 5-drop that was probably too cute to put in our deck in the first place. I'm gonna trim a Brimaz because we can get spread off of white pretty easily, I think. Yeah, Liege costs 4, chat. Liege costs 4. Or 5, sorry, not 4. I'm gonna cut a Savor the Moment. That's only good when we're ahead. Just want more removal, I think. Nah, I think Staticaster is narrow. Stop trying to cut the dinosaurs. We need to kill them. Stop it. The one Helix is blue because Magic Online really wants to savor the flavor of us being a Jeskai deck. It's like, yeah, man, Jeskai control, man. You need more Jeskai colored cards in your Jeskai control deck, man. I'm gonna make your Lightning Helix blue. It's like, Magic Online, I get that you're stoned, but I need you to calm down. Smuggler's Copter. I'm gonna point this upstairs. Hopefully we hit a land here and then just like curve out to the races. We brick on a land here, this Helix feels really bad, but if we brick on a land, I think we lose the game anyways, so I think I like being aggressive here and using my mana. Smuggler's Copter is kind of a sweet card in Merfolk. It gives it some selection in a deck that generally doesn't have any. They neglected the Smuggler's Copter. Interesting. Maybe they want to block my... So I feel like the Smuggler's Copter is going to block my Brimaz token, which means I can Pyroclasm to kill it. So I'm just going to go ahead and attack with this and not play Mantis Rider out here. I've been standing for 2 hours. I'm gonna sit down for the last little bit of the league. Enjoy the ride down, chat. Are we double blocking King Kitty? Is that what's about to happen? I can't snap Helix. They have Curse Catcher. Are we? I feel like they're about to run the double block on King Cat here. Okay, interesting. They brought in Relic. Okay. Sorry, just threw up in my mouth there a little bit. Apologies. I think we're dead, chat. I think we're dead.
Oh, I need my house.
Yeah, we're pretty dead. We're pretty dead. This deck was interesting. It's got some sweet things going on. Honestly, it makes me wonder if there's just like a Jeskai control deck where like maybe we play like these 8 creatures alongside like Spell Queller or just like max burn package, just like 4 snap, 4 helix, 4 bolt, just like cut this cute package out here and just like max snaps and lightning helixes and just like be aggressive with these evasive threats in the air. Just like play a little bit more of a traditional Jeskai deck, like get some celestial colonnades into the mana bases so we have like a bunch of evasive threats. It's like something that seems neat. I don't know if it's better than the other Jeskai decks that people have played recently, but I think, like I said, I've mentioned before, I think both of this style of card are both like reasonably well positioned in Modern. Like they're not overpowered, but I think they're just their stats line up well, and the fact that they're evasive and apply pressure pretty quickly is very good. Any rate, thank you everybody for watching this morning. That's going to wrap it up for my Magic for the morning. I'll be back with more Magic on Sunday night after the open top 8 finishes, and I will be back this evening. Though we're gonna try streaming some Hearthstone for the first time, so I'll catch all y'all around later. And thanks for watching, and see you soon, hopefully.